Hi, I'm Kelly Craig, and we've teamed up with Cleveland Clinic Florida to help keep you healthy. We're conducting a series of interviews that could actually help save your life. Today we're talking about colon cancer, and joining me now is Dr. David Marin. And doctor, I'm sure the first thing you have to tell people is screening is key. At what age, and does it vary for men and women?
Screening is key. As you know, March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, so we're trying to get the word out to get people screened. The typical age to begin screening is about 50 years of age, unless you have, or a patient has a significant family history of colon cancer, and then their doctor should recommend earlier screening.
How often do you then have to follow up once you've had the initial one?
Once you've had the initial screening, if you don't have any precancerous polyps, then typically 10 years is the interval to the next screening process.
People sometimes are afraid to go because they're embarrassed, or they're afraid it's going to be very painful. Help dispel those myths.
Yeah, there's definitely a stigma with colonoscopy. I think the biggest problem is the prep, although nowadays we're using newer preps that have a much better taste, that don't have the nausea and the cramping that are associated with most of the other preps we've used in the past. The reality is if you look at screening processes for things like breast cancer, about 75% of women get screened for breast cancer. But when you look at the data for colon cancer, it's really only about 30% of patients are getting their screening, and it really is because of patients, don't want to go for their colonoscopy.
Right. And colon cancer isn't preventable, but it is treatable if caught early.
Actually, there's a recent study that was just published last week in the New England Journal of Medicine that demonstrated that patients that went for routine screenings and had adenomatous or precancerous polyps removed actually had a significant less chance of dying from colon cancer than those patients that didn't do that.
So the takeaway from today is what? What would you tell people who are hesitating?
Get your screening. It's not as bad as you think it is.
For more information about colon cancer and colon cancer screenings, log on to clevelandclinicflorida.org. There you'll find articles and local Cleveland Clinic Florida resources that can help. And don't forget to join us on Mondays at 11 to help get healthy with Cleveland Clinic Florida. I'm Kelly Craig.
Staying Healthy on Live Miami at 11 is sponsored by Cleveland Clinic Florida.